Hello and welcome to a cool new build video for Merrin. So this is a very simple build. This is an avoid tank Merrin build. So you have Lucina engraving on the hero's axe, and you want to run the hero's axe because it's lightweight, but it also gets high might and it's relatively cheap to upgrade. You run Lucina for the hit and avoid increase so that you can accurately hit as well as get some more avoid. You can run hand axe and upgrade it if you want, same thing with like a hammer. You could also run something like Armor Slayer. But we're going to be running axe power in this build, so running a hammer or hand axe with an engraving or with hit plus, or I'm sorry, with damage increase is also pretty good because of the combination of axe power plus hand axe power plus hammer damage scaling. But we want Merrin because Knightly Escort increases hit and avoid, so if you're trying to make a bunch of avoid stacking, avoid tanking female units, this helps specifically. It also boosts Merrin's own hit and avoid. So you combine Knightly Escort with dual supports and good supports and the Lucina engraving, and you're looking at a dodge tank that can one-round most enemies on endgame. Now, the last two chapters, certain enemies might have just slightly too much health for her to one-round, or they might just barely be out of one-rounding thresholds. So that's just like something to take note of. It's very difficult. Like right now, her physical attack is 57, which is pretty good, but it's pretty difficult to one-round some of these enemies. So, for example, these dudes have like 71 health and 23 defense, so she gets them down to like 3 health or so. All right, so let's check out the avoid, because really this is an avoid tank build, and as long as you're near the right supports, you can hit high avoid numbers. So next to single A supports, so just next to Alir here, she has 129 avoid. And if we put her next to just 2 of her supports, on A support, she hits 159 avoid. And you actually gain 5 avoid for non-support units. So if you have just like, the way Bondage Shield works is you get avoid increase based on your support level, but if you have no support level with that unit, you just get +5 avoid. So if I just park Lapis here, she gives her +5 avoid. If I park Pandreo here, he gives her +5 avoid. So with 2 allies who are also avoid tanks, you can create a flexible wall where enemies can't hit you. So 169 avoid is very high. These enemy heroes can't hit her at all. These enemy axe units can't hit her. This enemy boss can't hit her. None of these, pretty much nothing on the map can hit her now. So she's basically unkillable. And what you can do is you can move units around to increase and decrease her avoid so that you can put her just within hit threshold, so enemies have very low chances to hit her, and you can control this. So for example, if I know I'm going up against axe units with like 120 to 112 hit rate, I can set it up so that I have just enough avoid for them to be able to hit me. So here's like a demo of that. So right now she's at 104 avoid, and I could stick like Lapis next to her. So that puts her at 109, and then if I put a Lear here, it triggers her passive, so now she's at 114 avoid. So this can't hit her, but these two can go for a hit, but they only have an 8% hit rate. So I can basically stick her in a very dangerous situation and have her avoid tank these low percents, and then she counterattacks and doubles, and then as she speed stacks, she can start doubling extremely fast things and start going for kills on those. And she can also shoot enemy flyers down with Mulagir once she speed stacks, because she will double them. This also gives speed +5. So you combine speed +5, the speed stacking. She can one-round enemy flyers pretty consistently. She can dodge tank huge volumes of enemies, or even just cause them to not attack, which is also useful. So like if enemies just get stuck on you and then you can attack them for free, that's a pretty huge advantage. So it's a pretty solid build with good endgame potential. The only thing to point out though is she won't be one-rounding everything. She'll be getting, like, on the final, like, 2 chapters and endgame skirmishes, the enemy's stats are crazy, so it's going to be hard for most units to one-round, regardless of build. But she is able to, at the very least, dodge tank, kill almost everything, and this build is insanely good throughout the entire game. So, it's pretty powerful, it's pretty solid. That's pretty much it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, if you found this useful. Be sure to comment something like Merrin is cool, because she is. She's the coolest character you've ever seen. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for checking us out. Peace.